tone I'm trying to, because I could hear myself. Right? I
Sure,
always thought
sure.
I always thought the same thing. Like, why do you want to hear yourself? What the fuck would you want to do that for? You want to make sure your voice is good, because sometimes, like a couple of these we've done, and my voice has fucking been horrible, nightmarish.
I mean, you said it. I don't think you sound bad at all, man.
No, just some days I know that, like, oh, I always put it so I can hear my voice. So some of the days where I'll just come on here and I'm in a rush and I fucking just jumped out of the car and came in here real fast,
Mm-hmm.
I sound like shit. Like whenever I get a second to breathe, and like usually I like to do the warm ups. I'm a little late for that now. Warm
Hey,
ups are good
if
because
you're
they get
here,
the phlegm out of the throat.
don't pay attention for 3 more minutes, guys. We're busy warming up around here.
No, no, no. This is it. This is all I needed. All I needed.
Was some boner pills.
All I needed is brought to you by Blue Chew. See?
Well, I was gonna
Horrible.
keep an
That was
eye
bad.
on the stream, but it's not loading. There we go. Whackadacious.
Mm. Are we on?
Yeah, we're live.
All right, dope. What's up, man?
What's up, brother?
How has your
Would you?
weeks been?
They've been mediocre at best.
Nice. I like that. That's good.
I've opened more cards. The same old spiel.
All right, the golden standard.
I do have
Let's
one
see.
piece of nice news. I picked up
What you
my
got?
first sponsor / affiliate for weed smoking stuff.
Sick. Oh, I saw that. Yeah, good, man. Nice. Congratulations.
Yeah. Now anybody wants a can of mold from Purple Rose Supply, I know a guy.
Who is it?
Me.
Ugh.
I give you 15% off.
Hey, thanks. Do you know another guy?
I can't hear you over my bubbles.
Oh.
Also, no.
Oh, nice, man. Hopefully that works out well.
Thanks. I have another piece. I have even more awesome news that I'm going to segue with no segue.
If you having another baby, I'm stopping this podcast right now.
Number 5, baby. She's got her tubes tied.
Yeah.
We better not get any more babies.
If we get some more, it's by somebody else, and I'm really gonna have to move out.
Yeah, for real. Especially since I'm gonna be the one making it with somebody else at that point. So.
Exactly. You're like, come on, you always wanted an Asian baby.
But no, I started doing a review program for Amazon. So I've received and requested over $300 worth of shit already for free.
Sick.
And I've reviewed like half of it already.
What is this, and how do I do it?
One day I was on Amazon giving bad reviews to things that got shipped to me really shitty.
Nice.
And Amazon was like, "Hey, you want to hear a joke? Complete 4 more reviews." And I was like, "God damn. All right, I'm in. I'll hear a fucking joke to do a couple more reviews. I still got some bad things to say about a couple of these things. I'm in." So like halfway through the third one, there's a message at the top of my page that popped up and it was like, "You've been selected for the Amazon Vine reviewer program. Are you interested?" And I'm like, "Reviewing stuff for Amazon, free stuff. Yes, I'm interested." What do you mean? So every day I can go through their specified list of things and pick 3 items and request it to be sent to the house for free. And as long as I review it, I get to keep it. Or as long as I review it, I don't have to pay for it.
Oh, sick. Okay, so as long as you show it on your What is it? TikTok now?
No. It's literally just reviewing them on Amazon, like leaving
As long as
Amazon
you
reviews.
Okay, I need a piece of this action. I need
Yeah,
to get I need to get deep up in on this.
I mean, it's not like you can just surf Amazon and get whatever you want. There are only certain things you can get.
No, I get it. No, I understood you. I got it. I can throw
Dude,
crap away.
I've gotten 3 new binders for all my cars, which I fucking need. I've gotten 2 new deck boxes for going and playing cards, and I just started playing Lorcana with the family, so the Disney card game. So now I've got a separate deck box for that. I found a holder case for all my magnetic card, my mag case cards, because it's hard to have anywhere to fucking store those. So I found a case for that. I found mat storage for game mats that hangs on the back of your door. I just got a wall mount to hold my PS5 on the wall, get it off my desk.
I hate those things.
I've got I just figured I'd try it out. I need some space on my fucking shit.
It's just that they don't build them right. Like the PS5 is a weird object. It's in itself. Continue with your list, but in itself, the PS5 is an Australian opera house that they made out of a VHS player. That's how humongous and weird shaped it is. And to put it up on, like being an installer, I've been put up, I don't know, hundreds of PlayStations on the wall and ran cables for them with the mounts that they made for them. Yeah. It never looks good. It never looks good because the mounts are always like, let's put it side profile. It's like, cool, you can do that, but the cables are on the side, on the back. So
yeah, you can't do
that. There's no way to hide that. So, and what are you gonna do? With long ways? That's crazy. You're gonna have this big old long thing sticking out. This VHS player sticking out, huh? No.
Yes.
Nobody wants that.
Precisely.
The best way to do it probably is laying flat, close to the roof.
Boo.
It was pretty good. Oh, it felt pretty good.
All right. I've got a vacuum still coming. Like 100.
That's what I'm talking. See, you get into the good stuff. I knew you were holding down.
$100 vacuum.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm trying to get a new Traeger grill, dude. That's all I want. I want a pellet grill.
They have anti-sagging sofa support cushions, and my children have broken my couch several times.
Oh, dude, my couch is just a pile of wood, cotton, and fabric by now. I don't even sit on the couch anymore. It fucking destroys my back.
Yep. I put one underneath the corner that was sagging. It sits almost flat now. I was like, wow, okay, that fucking worked.
So I got a plan. I'm glad you brought up couches. My couch is a travesty. I bought it when I moved into my apartment. Now this is time after the pandemic. Really, this is going on 5 years ago. And I went in. I was willing to spend like $3,200 on a nice couch. I had the money, and I was like, all right, let me go find something. And then I went into Rooms to Go, Ashley Furniture, El Dorado Furniture. I went into all the places that are down here, and dude, all the couches suck. They're horrible. They're just shitty couches. Shitty couches. They're all horrible. They're not comfortable. It feels like you just put a cushion on hardwood. It's like, what the fuck is this, dude? You guys are selling this shit for like $3,000, and this fucking furniture sucks.
Yeah.
And so I ended up. Mario goes, hey, let's go to Salvation Army. We probably just buy a couch from there, cheap. And I go, all right, let's go. So finally, he's been hounding me to go forever. So we finally go. And then we go into a Salvation Army on Burt Road. We go around it. I look around and I'm like, I don't like none of this shit, man. This shit sucks. And then we sit down on a couch and we're like, yeah, this shit is whack, man. I don't fucking like none of this. Mario's like, what about this one? It's like this brown couch.
The one you stopped on?
Yeah. And it's like, yeah. No, this kind of works. And I'm like, so let's see how much the brown couch is. And I'm like, all right. So we pick it up. but he's like, it says 400 on the tag. And Mario's like, hey man, how much is the couch in Spanish? He goes, how much is the couch for real? And the guy's like, 150.
150.
And Mario's like, 150, right? In Spanish.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, $60.
Damn, son.
So we gave him $60, and he was like, he wanted us to hold it so he could pick it up later. We were like, nah. We threw it in the back of the truck, strapped that fucker down, and now it's a pile in my fucking third house.
Yeah,
I've lived in. All right.
Time for a new $60 couch.
Dude, no. I found the secret.
What?
Macy's is going out of business.
Okay. You're gonna go couch shopping there?
For $1,400. They have, I think it's $1,600. For $1,600, they have a blue couch that's cloth that is the most comfortable shit I've ever sat in.
Like my couch that I had at the apartment?
Kind of, but softer. But
there's nothing softer than that couch.
Dude, it's got some firmness to it, and it's soft at the same time. It's out. I've never seen anything like it. And the material looks like it doesn't stain easy, which is what I'm looking for.
Mm-hmm.
But like more along the lines, like I need to be able to sit in it and be comfortable.
Well, stop having dirty friends over. You don't have to worry about it.
That's impossible. But so dude, me and the V are sitting on this couch at Macy's, and he's like, we should buy this. And I'm like, this is super gangster. It's too big though. And the lady's like, you just buy different sections. It's cheaper if it's smaller. I'm like, So
even better.
Yeah, so I would like to spend like $2,000, but I'm not gonna. What I'm gonna end up spending is like close to like. Now that was weak. Bless you. Bless you.
I'm not even gonna acknowledge that.
It's bad for audio. So
what's bad for audio?
The coughing.
You say that, but when I cut it off, you complain that it's just gone because I'm not talking.
No. What I complain is I'll be like, what is it? Let me think of the thing I was gonna.
This brought to you by Olavo Can't Think. Get yours today. While he's talking about that, I'm gonna tell the rest of you guys the rest of the shit I got from Amazon. Oh my god, you're still thinking?
That was some good filling. And you know what? That got me more. I was so proud of you. God damn it. Dude, you filled immediately. You were like, and this was brought to you by, that's good, dude. God damn it. I fuck what I was going to say. I'm just so happy.
Awesome, because what I want to talk about is this goddamn thing I'm getting from Amazon.
Oh, what are you getting?
I'm getting a fucking RC backhoe bulldozer excavator thingy, dude.
Yes.
Ever since I saw, yes, for the first time I saw it, I was like, God damn, who has money to spend on these things to go dig up dirt in their basement on a little construction site? And I'm just me.
Yeah, dude. Let me tell you,
for free. It's only $26, dude. You can buy it.
Let me tell you something. I watched a lot of videos of dorky dads have full that are used to be construction workers and now they're not, and they have full construction site. Dude, there's a whole like league of it. It's
Didn't we watch
yes.
the truck driver ones?
Dude,
when they were having like competitions to like load the forklifts and everything.
Yes, the whole thing. That's what I'm talking about. They have every version of that where you can build a tiny house for the construction crew, and like it's fucking crazy.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
I love it. It's so entertaining. And then I'm like, I am upset with them for being such children, but then I'm like,
Dude, I've been seeing this same one on sale on Temu for like $26. It's cheaper on Amazon for $23.
Oh, nice.
And then, it was free. So better. The last two things are slightly less interesting. They have a lamp for your desktop. And like I could have got a silver, I could have got a gold, I could have got a black one. But they've got this like violent orange one, and I'm like, that's the one. That's the one I want. And then my daughters and my wife all have a ridiculous amount of Stanley cups. So they make a thing for your counter to have like 6 of them stored neatly in a circle thingy. And I'm like, all right, bet, let's get that.
That's nice. I like the Stanley Cup because the Stanley Cup reminds me of the trophy that they have for the hockey series, right?
I wonder if that's why they call it the Stanley.
Right. It's spelled different, but
no shit.
Every time, and so since these Stanley Cups have been coming out, every girl has one. It's like a sign of dominance. I don't know what it is with ladies.
Dominance.
It's cute or something, I imagine.
Yeah, they just have a crazy amount of designs, and they help keep your shit cold for a long time.
I hate them.
Brought to you by Stanley.
Not brought to you by Stanley. Brought to you by Coleman. Get Stanley out of here.
No. Do the one that you actually use.
Right, the Coleman Avex top.
Oh, that is Coleman. Okay. You always call it Avex, so I never knew it had a real name.
It was Avex. Coleman bought it, those sons of bitches, and they ruined it.
Oh, then it's not the same thing. You can't advertise that anymore. False advo.
It's the same thing. They just don't have the color combos they used to.
That's worse.
It sucks. All they have now is teal or black, and that's the only one Coleman makes is teal or black. And I love teal and black, and I have both of them.
All right.
Back in the day when they were Avex, I would be able to get a maroon and cream one. I could get a black and like highlighted green. There was a gray and purple one. There's so many different versions of colors of this, but Coleman refuses to go and use this top on everything. They just keep using their shitty regular garbage tops. The little pop up that has the straw in it.
Well, that's why they bought it, so they could get rid of it.
Dude, but all their shit is inferior to them.
I know, and that's why they bought it, to get rid of it, because competition.
They didn't get rid of it though. They're still selling them.
Oh well, then I got nothing, bro.
They're selling the shit out of it, and it's their best, and it's their cheapest product. It's crazy, like, dude. Right
just
now,
with shittier colors.
It's just black and teal. That's all, like a light blue, like a Deco Drive blue. You know
that sucks.
Those are the only two colors that they got, dude. Back in the day, I had an orange one, I had a red one, I had a fucking green one, I had a bunch of them, and it was great because Avex would sell you for $15, $12, the shitty plastic one, but it came with the gangster top.
Yeah.
So they're like the variation of colors. They're like you have to buy the whole thing, but it fits on all of it.
Yeah, you can interchange this on all of them, dude.
Exactly, dude.
All right, I'm gonna say something to you, and you're gonna ask me what that's about. 5.
All right. Well, you're gonna have to give me 1 second. I need a lighter for this J.
And this second was brought to you by Mini Funkos, because I'm staring at a pile of Mini Funkos. They've got Jack Skellington. They've got Nearly Headless Nick in gold. They've got Sewing Sally. You can't ask for more than Mini Funkos. He's still gone. This isn't good. This is also brought to you by Purple Rose Supply. You want to make a Canagar that lasts 20, 30 minutes, even 40 if you really pack it down tight? Get you a Canagar mold today. They come in clear and black.
Ooh.
All right, 5. You remember your part of this? You're supposed to ask me, what's that about?
What are you talking about, man? What can you get in clear and black?
Oh, no. I said 5. You're supposed to ask me about 5.
What? Why'd you bring up 5?
Exactly. I'm glad you asked, sir. That's because I got 5 more things to tell you about from this Amazon list.
This list is dope.
I'm telling you, I've been ordering so many things, bro.
How long is this list?
5 more things. Conveniently enough.
Give it to me.
Yo, I got a cappuccino presser for making my espresso, giving a little tamp. Don't have to do it with the don't have to do it with the spoon anymore and hope I got it even.
Is it the ones that have the little like handle on the top and you kind of like press into it, or is it the one that's also a spoon?
Dude, I had one that a handle that you could press into, and then I didn't realize that there was different sizes, and I got one that was for like a bigger machine, so I had to send that one back. The one that's on the way now is just a basic metal with a wood handle.
I have one that Mario bought and I threw away once by mistake. And then Mario was like, "If you don't find that fucking spoon," and I was like, "Fine." I fucking dug through the trash and I found it.
Nice.
It's a spoon. It's like this big old, like, you remember the spoons you used to get back in the day, like 1996 store, eating cereal and getting a spoon from the box.
Yeah. Those
big fucking giant weird spoons. Right. It's one of those, but for coffee. And then the back of it is a flat plate, a circular.
Yeah, so you can push your shit down. Nice.
And you know how much I love to push my shit down.
All the way into the center of my core. Makes up who I am.
I wanted to get another run through the bigger intestine.
I am getting another coffee related thing, but I'm repurposing it for weed 100%.
Grinder?
No, not a grinder actually, because I'm never gonna need another grinder again. Today's episode is brought to you by Cactus Cutter. Get yourself an automatic grinder today. It's got a big, bold triangular design with a push button on top that takes no effort. You put your weed in the material chamber, turn it on, push the button down, and before you know it, it pushes it through the cutting plate into the bottom, and you got fresh ground up powder. And they've got different sizes, so you don't have to have powder. You can have chunky, extra chunky, or powder. So I don't need a grinder. But what I did get is this little thing that looks like a test tube station, and it holds like 8 different test tubes. And I was like, well, I don't care about coffee beans, and it doesn't come with coffee beans, so it's not gonna like have coffee smell just in there for the life of the fucking glass. I'm going to use that to sort out my weed into different jars, and I'm going to have a little display thing for my weed on my desk now.
Okay. Nice.
I've been wanting an actual drying pad for our dishes forever. Apparently, they have drying stones. It's like a large stone drying mat. Oh no, it's for stone dishes. I don't understand. Whatever. Either way, I finally got a drying mat. There is another one that was stone. They were super absorbent stones meant to help dry out your shit better, faster. Oh no, it is foldable stone drying mat. So I was right the first time. Don't mind me. And then I got more mag cases because it was finally on my list of things that I could get. It sounds ridiculous.
Right, the stone drying thing.
And why is that?
I think of stone as being pretty solid.
You'd be surprised.
Probably distributes the water, unless it's like even like, you know what, a stone that's super absorbent is a sharpening stone. Right? It's very
but that's
porous.
real porous, yeah.
Yeah, so like it drinks a lot of the water and it feels heavier once it's wet. But even that expels water like out of control once you've set it through. So I don't feel like a stone would be like, it's not going to hold on to the water. But it would for sure like push the water the fuck out in the direction I guess it aims at.
This just got little channels in that I'm sure you can. Yeah, we could it's got little channels for the dishes to drip into this in between the stones and shit. And then
okay, I'm
and
seeing
then
it.
when they're dry, you just let that thing dry. Stand it up in the sink. It'll be fine.
It's foldable, you said?
Yep.
I like that. That
Mm-hmm.
means you can
Takes up
clean it.
very little space.
I bought a cellophane one of those. Not cellophane, silicone.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay. I was going through. I'm always doing the dishes here.
Mm-hmm.
I live with Mario, but I'm always doing the shit that's necessary every single goddamn day. And so I thought to myself, there has to be a bigger one that fits like more dishes. All the while cursing Mario's name. And then I found it. I found the biggest one there was. And as I picked it up, I realized it's the one Mario already bought.
Oh man. Damn,
So,
did not
you know
go
what?
the way I planned.
Buddy, let me tell you. I was like, I should be better than that. Oh, hold on, my bad. That's it. It's fucking horrible. My phone's going off. That should be a fine.
This podcast has been brought to you by a lot of things today, and I am running the fuck out of them. So
and I like it. I like it. At first, I didn't like. You know what? When you got to that last commercial you were selling, I wasn't liking that. I was like, when did we get so commercial? Our one viewer, us, is gonna get upset.
Well, you keep leaving me. I got nothing else.
I like it. I like it, and I like it a lot. Now I have to take this phone call, so I'll be right back.
Oh my god.
I'm not doing that, dude.
Today's episode is brought to you by Magic the Gathering. But it's brought to you by too late. It's brought to you by Mini
Seriously.
Magic the Gathering.
Oh, I'm back.
You ever wanted to play Magic, but you were like, that's too boring? Well, guess what? They've got teeny tiny cards that you have to use your phone just to read them. And then you can play with your friends in the car on those long drives with dad.
Just take pictures and then you can see what it is. You won't believe that the writing is real and that it's actually legible. They should have just faked it, but they didn't. Magic the Gathering, but small.
Completely crazy that they have full art cards that are so small.
They just took this is what they did. They took the same goddamn sheet.
Yeah.
They just made the picture tiny, right?
I'm aware.
And then they just printed that shit, so it's even more detailed than the regular cards because it's so small. It's so small.
Yeah.
American penis is so big,
and it's still a full deck. Like it's still a full 60 cards. Like it's not even like they skipped out on some cards because they're tiny.
Yes, you better not. It's full. I need a full deck to fight. You know.
Well, I know, but you would think that 60 cards would just take up so much room, but it takes the same amount of room. You can still shuffle it. It's just so small.
Mm-hmm. So how was the audio in D&D? I had no idea that you heard barely anything at all.
I kept telling you guys every week how hard it was at the end of the night.
Oh man, it's just that Miguel is talking so often. It's hard to hear what you're saying.
I bet. And let me tell you, that's bro, it wasn't it's not just bad audio. It was 3 conversations of 3 different pairs of people while David's talking to somebody that's taking their turn. And I'm like, I can't hear just the turn happening. I can't hear just any conversation. I hear pieces of each fucking one as they're going, and they're going in and out. So like it's not even consistent audio. It was very, very hard. That last one was amazing.
I can't believe it. That's so crazy. I was in my imagination. I had in my mind like he hears everything. It's like he's in the room. Perfect. Mics are great. No, dude.
No, you guys hear me like I'm in the room.
and then you should have. You do. Yeah, it's perfect. But then Mario and the V went on a gear buying adventure. They just was like, we got to get this mic problem fixed. And then they try to test it on Monday.
She's on the way home. Go. Leo, you got to get out of here, Bubba.
Yeah, Leo, don't worry. She's on the way home.
No, it's empty. Go. He saw a bag that you had candy in it. He's like, "Is that candy?" I'm like, "No, dude."
Hey, it might still be candy. I would go in.
No, I've got the rest of it next to me over here.
You got the
I
babes just
know
running
it's empty.
around, Natalie free.
Well, it's time for the podcast. The girls have to watch after him. They don't have school.
Oh, how old's the oldest now?
She's turning 11.
Damn, I don't know why I keep putting her as older, but that is awesome.
Because she's tall as fuck and good at disc golf.
Hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Yeah, Cat's great.
Leo, go with the girls.
How about Scarlett? Is she growing too?
1 second. I haven't seen him in Daddy's a bit. Working. You gotta go. Yep, she's growing
so much, dude.
No, he's literally obsessed with that bag now because he thinks there's candy in it.
Just What the fuck were we talking about? I forgot. Now I'm just thinking about your adorable children.
I don't know. I got Natalie texting me while I'm working. I got the kid running in on me. I just like.
Yeah,
I'm only asking for an hour, guys.
You can't have it, dude. You're Papa Dukes. You blasted too many nuts in a poor girl. Now you got a whole clan. Clan won't leave.
Correction. She begged for each one of them, and I am weak.
I'm not. Hey. I'm not saying she didn't have a part of this. But you know how you hold a man down? You keep him busy. Keep him busy. You're busy as fuck. Can't get busier than this.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just trying to ponder what the fuck we were talking about before this. We were talking about, the audio quality. Dude, it was incredible to see them like put it together as fast as they did. And then I got to see something that I've seen 1,000 times in my life, which is my older brother going into panic mode, trying to make a thing work. Because it should work, right? And like, when you know how to make something, and then you make it, and it doesn't work, you're like, yeah, right. And then they go, no, for real, it doesn't work. And go, nah. And then you look at it, and everything it looks right, and everything is in the right place, and everything is plugged in the right way. And then it's like, no, it still doesn't work. And now you panic because a new thing has happened. A new thing you've never seen before, and it happened to you live in action in front of people you know.
I know all about that. That shit happens on my stream all the time. They're like, your audio's not working. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean it's not working? Everything's showing that it's working on my end.
Yeah, right. And you're full panic, and it's like, what is it? What is it?
Yeah, and it turns out
everything's fixed.
Yep, turns out I just had to shut the program down, turn it back on. We're good.
Gucci. That this works the way that it does, where I can hear you like pretty much simultaneously when you talk to me and when I talk to you through the fucking internet, through a mic that's going through USB.
Pictures of you, pictures of me hung up on my wall.
Awesome.
I don't know. Just that was in there. I had to let it out.
I like it. Let it out. That's got to be free.
I mean, you got to let it flow.
You just let random music flow through you?
Let it flow. Let it flow.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's a dream. Don't do it. You're going to wake up with a wet bed.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you get piss dreams, dude. And that's how you piss the bed.
Cheers, everybody.
Here's a new development. I got new headphones.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, motherfucker.
Can you hear any part of the bong bubbling, or is it cut it out?
No. Discord like gets me 2 bubbles of it and then kind of cancels it. Anything that's background music that isn't coming straight from the mic, that isn't like a human voice that goes up and down with weird pitch, right? That's how the program, I imagine,
It's not
It's
just
you
Discord. I
personally.
have filters and stuff, and my actual voice mod program also does it.
This is
Like,
unfiltered. This is what I sound like. This is
mm-hmm.
pirate radio, except it's on YouTube and nobody's really listening. So I can say whatever I want.
My excuse is I had
Sasquatch,
it dialed in from my regular stream.
Sasquatch vagina.
Talk about hurry.
You know, you say whatever you
All
want.
natural.
I punch babies for a living.
It's actually lucrative, you know, since with the abortion ban and all.
Oh man, I'm not punching no babies. Come on, man, it's fucked up. I would never.
If you can't handle the dark humor, stay away.
Definitely don't punch babies, though. If we could all take a lesson from today. Now, behind all of the hilarious dick commercial pills and Donald Trump scorching the earth, just remember, don't punch your babies.
You know what would be actually hilarious is if somebody got in trouble for punching a baby and their entire reason was quoting this show.
He was about to punch and did it.
No. That they did it because they heard first part, because they heard the first part of it.
And then they stopped listening.
And then they were just like, "Hey, I got the okay, man." And then you just see some guy get fucking shot down for punching 15 babies in the nursery. And they're like, well, he didn't even do damage. He just put fist to forehead.
We had to arrest him. It's weird.
You're not hungry. Go.
First of all,
no, I gave you dinner. Please go. You're hungry because it's past your bedtime.
Hey, remember, man, don't punch that baby.
There's never been one I wanted to do that to more.
First of all, if somebody was going to listen to this and they'd be like, you know what, I'm going to punch babies, and then stop listening, we don't have to worry about that. You want to know why?
Nope.
Where are you going to hear it?
I don't know why you think your burps are better than my coughing. They're both shitty on the radio. Thank you very much.
You know what? You got me there.
every podcast we get 4 or 5 good big ones from you, but when I finally leave my coughing turned on, you're like, "Hey, asshole!"
No. Then we need a mic dedicated to the bottom of the piece. Like, I need to hear the audio either clear or like, because it sounds like
nah, man, because then I'd have to turn it on every time I take a hit. Weird.
What?
I'd have to turn that audio on every time. No.
Why?
Because then I'd have to change my settings every time I take a hit. That's what I'm saying. No.
Why would you? No.
Because the settings are the reason that it is muting everything. So in order for you to hear... With what?
Make another account. Make it the bong.
Make another account.
This games. Bong this games. Right?
That's not how this works. You don't bring another account into a thing. You just make another another source, sir.
Or...
Oh no, you're getting what you asked for. You goddamn bully.
Hey. How dare you? How dare you?
Do you hear that?
Do you hear that? Hill, dude.
Are they?
They're bringing back King of the Hill.
That sounds awful.
I cannot wait. No, what? You didn't like King of the Hill?
I never watched it. Damn it, Bobby.
Dude, as a Latino boy, as a Latino lad, one of the lads.
One of the lads?
One of the lads. I'm just a lad walking the earth, little baby lad listening like you
Wait, hold
hold
on.
on.
It's
It's
how
how
is
is
that?
that?
It's
It's
hearing you
hearing you
twice,
twice,
and it's
and it's
awful.
awful.
What?
It's
It's
hearing
hearing
everything.
everything.
I
I
made a
made a
second
second
one
one
that I
that
could
I could
turn
turn
on and
on and
off.
off so you can hear the bubbles.
Well,
Well, you're not, and you're
even
not even
gonna
gonna
hear
hear
it.
it. It's only gonna be YouTube that hears it.
Oh, but I would love to hear it. Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
You know
You know
what?
what?
I will
give
give just you
shitty audio,
The fuck we were talking about? I was bringing
and
it
I
up.
will give YouTube beautiful audio. You brought this on yourself, so when I sound like shit, just know it's only for you.
Good. I'll keep doing my shitty burps. You keep doing your shitty bog rips. And nobody will continue to listen to us but us. And it's fine for me.
Can you hear that?
Oh, that's horrible.
It
Do it.
sounds good, right?
Do it.
You heard my tapping on the thing, loud as fuck.
No.
No?
Nope. Mm-mm.
Then that's the wrong one. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck? How about now? Does it sound like shit?
No, it sounds better now, actually.
What is happening?
Sounds like silence.
It's the sound of silence. You talk.
Wait, I'm waiting for the. I thought you were going to do an audible thing.
I'm trying to. It's not showing me that it's like. Where does this sound like normal or does this sound like shit?
I don't. Yeah, you sound great. No, you don't sound normal. Not perfect like you were before, but doesn't sound like shit. You're coming in clear.
All right. Well, that's unfortunate. How about now?
It's the same.
You
I feel like
suck.
I'm at the eye. I feel like I'm at the eye doctor's.
1 or 2.
Uh huh. Oh, fuck. There's only 1 and 2. It's like 1 and 2. Uh huh. No to both of them. All right. All right. 1 and 2. So you do have more. I don't like number systems. What are you gonna hit this bong or what?
Why is this not? Because I'm trying to make sure it's like actually picking it up from the camera, like it always does, and it's not fucking doing it.
All right. Well, I guess I'm out here by myself.
Yeah, I just don't understand what's happening right now.
I feel so alone.
All right, so you didn't hear any change from
I didn't catch any feed from you whatsoever.
All right, so this is the same as what you've just been hearing. That doesn't sound any different.
Rooms to go with blow away prices.
Sir.
You know,
this sounds the same?
One day, dude.
Can you not hear me?
The server will die. That's going to record this. You know?
Could you not hear me?
Nothing is immortal. And nothing stays forever. Even the sun will dry up eventually.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I hear you now. Barely.
Okay, so
you're far away.
So you couldn't hear me before?
Oh, you're gone. As the sun dries.
Can you hear me now?
And the universe dies.
Can you hear me now?
Everything will fade back to dust.
This is his fault. This is all his fault.
And then it'll probably spark itself again. Then we'll do this ride one more time.
Hello.
And so on and so forth. I hear you perfect.
I hate you.
Now you're gone.
What?
Just like the universe.
Am I really gone?
And this was...
Hello. Are you lying to me right now?
All right. It looks like you really are gone. What do I got? Nothing. Just gonna
This
sit
is
here.
your fault.
Look at this shitty
Hello?
room. There's
Can
an
you hear me?
Xbox there. Oh yeah, I hear you. There's a
Oh.
pile of comic
Can you hear me
books,
now?
sleeves. Yes, I hear you perfect.
My God, I'm so mad. I think I figured it out. Hello?
What happened?
Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Does it sound different or worse?
No, you sound great.
Oh, you suck. How about
Oh, you
now?
can't hear me. You sound great.
No, I want it to sound bad.
Oh, now bad.
Now it's bad?
Now it's not good.
All
Sounds
right.
like a hum.
Oh, perfect. Yep, that's what we want. I want you to have that horrible audio so you can hear the bong bubble.
I'm just glad the whole time you weren't on, I didn't have the mute button on.
Can you hear this?
Yes.
All right, good, because now I'm out of weed. You talk about
Damn.
something while I grind up weed.
All right. Well, I've been obsessed with Diablo. I'm almost done.
Okay.
The season is almost over. And then now I understand.
What do you understand?
One, if you've never played the game ever, and you don't know how to play the game, and it feels overwhelming, it is. But you can still have a fucking total blast just doing it dolo, just by yourself. Do the storyline, do a little bit of side mission here and there, like kind of explore the world. Don't have to be a tank. You don't have to do everything the most powerful. And dude, because I watched Mario do it. Like Mario got into this game. He's like, all right, let me try it. And then he got really into it. But he never plays with us. He's just into his own shit.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to do the builds and like the way you're supposed to do it. He just does it like, all right, I'll just figure it out myself.
Well,
I was doing it at the beginning. I was doing it at the beginning too.
The 30th time
so-
you guys tell us to fucking do the builds your way, we just want you to shut up.
Right, I get it. So I watched him just be like, oh, I'm going to do my own thing. And it's like, all right, do it. And he did it. He he finished the game. He's like played the shit out of it. He's deep in. He's almost done with it too. And nice. Me, I'm already at the hardest level. There's only one last thing to do in this season for me to put this game away and then never touch it again. Or what I'm probably gonna do is next, like not next season, but probably in the season after that, jump back in, hit you up and be like, what's up? You want to kill demons for the Lord? He'd be like, he'd be like, all right, bet. So and then we'll just run the game. Run the game, do some characters, nothing crazy, just fucking do the run. Because all I want to do, I can't help it. I have to defeat this game. There's Lilith, right? The whole thing is Lilith. The game is very interesting. So Lilith is the demon mother of humanity who birthed humanity. Her and Ezreal birthed humanity together, right? They're the ones who made people. So you guys defeated Mephisto and Diablo and Baal. So that gave way for her to come into this reality and be like, all right, I'm going to bring demons and they're going to be everywhere.
Demons.
And the Jesus Christ, that audio is way better.
Yeah.
And
I figured you suffered enough.
Thank you.
The other one picks up my wheezing too.
So she puts demons everywhere because she's like, all right, yes, people will die. And yes, it's going to be rough and hard for everybody. And there'll be disease and all types of stuff. And lots and lots of people are going to die. But the people that do survive they're gonna get stronger. Everybody's gonna get stronger for fighting the demons, and eventually, the hells will be let loose on Earth.
You know what that makes me
And
think
when that
of?
happens,
It's got the same energy
this?
as Farquaad. Some of you may
Farquaad.
die, but that's
Hilarious.
a
No, it's not Farquaad
sacrifice
at all.
I am willing to
I
make.
am willing to do it. I love that.
It's
man.
exactly the
It's
same
like,
energy. Don't fucking lie to me.
God, no, it isn't. No. She's like, people are gonna die, but she loves humanity more than anything else.
You can't tell
Which
me
is-
it's not. It
which is
is.
hilarious.
She loves humanity. All right. But she just
She's the
said
mother
some
of
of
it.
them are good. A lot of people are going to die. She knows that. So there's the first part.
She started.
Some
it.
of
She
you may
wants it-
die.
No. She's like, some of you may die. Hilarious.
and then the
Hilarious.
one
No.
and then but she still has to do it. So that's a sacrifice she is thus willing to make.
It's more to her. It's more of a one she has to, because she wants when hell comes in. Like, okay, your character in Diablo, right? Eventually, when you play it long enough, you just start destroying everything around you. Everything
Yeah.
turns like the demons should be like, oh no, like when you come around, right? So her plan is to make everybody like you.
Mhm.
So that way, when the hell's when Mephisto finally takes over the hell again, and he gets his full power, and then he's gonna rip the world open, and then Diablo's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm back, baby," and then there's just gonna be horrible nightmares, and then the world will be scorched earth and turn to hell itself. Or
Okay.
yeah, but the hells are like they open the scorched earth, right? And you see nothing but a bunch of like just users, just everybody's a character on the whole planet. Hell's about to get souped. It's about to get souped and destroyed. Those demons are good. We're about to paddle those demons and we're gonna do embarrassing things. The amount of hilarious embarrassment we're gonna soup all these. There's gonna be so much demon blood everywhere, and they're gonna be like, "We'll be back." Sure thing. Expect the gadget. Get the fuck out of here. Don't come back.
Bro,
You know, we're gonna
let's
turn the
make
whole
an
neighborhood-
anime that is from the
Mhm.
perspective of these boss demons that think they're about to
Mhm.
come run Earth, but
Mm.
this shit happened, and when they
Yeah.
come through, they start getting fucked. And
Yeah,
then
they
they
get
gotta
fucked
battle
over.
their way up through the fucking
It's
ranks
nothing
of
but
humanity,
heroes.
bro.
Right.
All right,
Ah,
like
fuck.
that's the show I want to watch. Damn,
Dude. Yeah. Right? And then eventually you get to Arnold Schwarzenegger, but he's old.
Yeah,
And then you got to fight old Tyson.
I'll be back.
Yeah, it's like,
I
good. No
forgot
job.
my inhaler. I'll be
Yeah.
back.
No, put him on an oxygen tank.
Oh no. We can have our battle, but no smoking.
Hilarious.
No open flames, okay? No,
open
fire
flames
stuff.
on. Hey, get that cigarette out of here.
Is that a gun? You're gonna make a spark. God, use your fists like a man, and then he beats you with the oxygen tank.
Hilarious. I'm in. Where do I sign up? But
Damn,
that's what
I want
Diablo
this
pretty
anime
much
now.
is. But
I bet nobody
unfortunately
listens to
for
this.
yeah, good. That's what I want. So Lilith, you know, that's her whole plan. She's
Mhm.
gonna beef up humanity. She's like, I'm gonna beef up humanity, but these slowly give them worse demons over time, so they become stronger.
Mhm.
And then you show up and you're like, shut up, bitch. And she's like, yeah. And you're like, bring them now. I'll fuck them up. We don't need a clan of these people. I'm enough. Your demons are pussies. And every once in a while, I'll have a kid and he'll fuck you guys up. And it's like,
You
gonna
underestimated our potential to grow.
yeah, dude, it's you already have monsters on the planet. It's a fascinating story. Every one of these stories have been amazing. And if you ever get through the like actual story, when they show you the movie scenes, dude, they're incredibly designed. They should make it. I don't understand why they don't like make a movie for this. And with these writers, it's really good.
I'm sure
Like
the
the cons, I guess.
games, the way these people be making movies right now out of games and our beloved old movies, they ain't letting nobody
Mhm.
touch that shit with a 10-foot pole. They're like,
Dude,
nah,
I
nah.
think what the problem is that the writers for Diablo are good at making a concept, but they can't deliver on an ending. You know, I feel like it's in a video game. Of course you're the player wins at the end is the ending.
Okay.
It's like of course that's gonna happen. So they don't need to write that. You're gonna finish the story for them,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I think that's like somebody if you can get like James Gunn or what was that 024 or 020 don't know the fucking studio that's making all those weird. I think it's A24 or something like that.
Yo, wait, I gotta interrupt you because I got a random question.
What up?
All right, so what was your first video game moment where you were just like, what's the point? You did all this shit, you get all the cool shit, and then after that, it was just the lamest game in the world after that.
Let me
Mine
think
was
about that.
mine
Go
was
for it.
mine was God of War 2. It was the first time that I played a game on anything other than just easy.
The original.
No, 2.
What the newer ones?
Yeah, the original. No. Yeah, the original God of War 2. So I played
Have
through.
you played these new ones?
Okay, hold on.
Right.
Okay,
Carry on.
let
The
me get to the
originals.
point before we get to the new ones
Right.
that I know you love. Okay.
All right.
All right, so I get through all of 2. It might have even been the fucking first one. It's been that long. But like, I went through it on the harder difficulty because every harder difficulty, you got your
Hmm.
experience faster, you get the weapons
Right.
faster, and then like
Everything's harder.
eventually
Fucking more fun.
there was like a new game plus, and like you're so strong that like you're wiping
Everything. Yeah.
everything in a moment, and you beat the story in as long as it takes to play the cutscenes, basically.
Right.
And I'm just
Yeah.
like, that sucked. That was actually boring. I'm
Hilarious.
like, I did all this work to get Zeus's sword, and just so I could use Zeus's sword from the beginning of the game on the next run. And I have never been more bored in my life at the beginning of the game, and just making my way through it. I was like, okay, this is
Right. It has
so
to.
OP that it sucks. Like I want it to
It,
be fun after all the
right.
work.
So the first time I encountered New Game Plus
Mm-hmm.
was on Super Nintendo. My child's stomach on the rug, playing with the remote up, facing forward,
Uh-huh.
big old tube.
Yep.
And was Chrono Trigger. When you beat Chrono Trigger on the Super Nintendo, and you had to beat it to get all the endings. There
Okay.
was 12 endings when it was on the Nintendo. When they gave a new one, there was 24. Blah blah blah. Oh. And so it had 12 endings. And so to get those you can get 8 endings possible in the game, right? This is the first game that's like 8. There's different endings.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of them. And it's like, what? Why would you do this?
And what do you mean more endings?
It's like, no, they're there. And it's like, okay. So I beat the game, in the way that you thought you were supposed to do it.
Yeah.
And you didn't realize every time there's dialogue that you had to make a choice, that it was important. That mattered. This is a Super Nintendo game made in the 90s.
Yeah.
They really give a fuck. They gave a fuck back then.
Anyway, they really did. They really
did. That was the first time I saw New Game Plus because
you didn't have cutscenes as much to sell your story. It had to be in the dialogue. You know what I mean?
Had to be. Not only that, the game had to be designed for those old TVs. So like, They had to be in the animation that worked. Either way, that was the first time I saw New Game Plus, and in that they gave me all the shit that I had in the last one. So, and then it lets you get all the rest of the stuff when you finish, and then it lets you kind of work your way to the other endings.
Okay.
Right? And then every game started getting a New Game Plus after that.
Yeah.
Oh, you beat the game, nice. Now you have all the stuff. Get in there. It's easy this time. And now New Game Plus has completely flipped. Because New Game Plus is usually now a harder version of the game. And that started from Batman. What is it? Arkham Knight. The last one, the last good one at least. The New Game Plus on it takes away all of the visual aids you have for combat. Makes everything super hard. It takes it to like a harder mode.
Yeah.
And then makes the game pretty impossible to play. So I jumped in thinking, oh, I'm gonna whoop the shit out of everything. It's gonna be easy now. No. Quite the opposite. Made it almost impossible to beat, which made me want to beat it even more. And then now every game that has a New Game Plus, it's the most difficult version of the game. It's always like, this is hard mode. If you play it in easy, you're not gonna have a good time here. You got the stuff, but these things hurt.
These things are more serious than you could ever imagine.
Right, and I love that. Like if the new God of Wars have a New Game Plus, but it's just an impossible version of it. It's like, hey, get in there. But dude, those old, and I understand what's the game that I got? What is it? Trapped in, that I played, and I was like, what's the Diablo is probably not this one, but the one before this one. So I was always into Diablo, and I used to just play them, like, play the story, do the thing. That's usually what it was about. It wasn't anything too deep. 3 came in, and everybody was waiting for years for 3. And my buddies all played it, and I'm too cool for school. So whenever they're playing something, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. That's why I work a lot. So at the time, so I was like, all right, I don't care about that shit. And they were like, you should play. And I was like, all right, fuck it, I'll jump in.
Yeah.
I'll play with you guys. And they were like, all right, we'll level you up max immediately in the first day. And I'm like, oh great, yes, let's do that right now. And so they maxed me out. And then I just did the shit that they did, which was like, run all the hardest shit you possibly can, try to get the best items, and then power your guy up till he's unstoppable in any one of the like PvP rounds. You show up and you just soup everybody. You're just like nothing survives. So that's what they always did. And so when you get the last piece of gear, when you get the last piece of armor and the last weapon you need, and then you're unstoppable, it's immediately boring. Being unstoppable is boring.
Yeah.
That's why Superman games aren't good. Like, you got to give me, if you're going to make a good Superman game, it has to do very little with him being Superman. It has to do a lot with him. Like, it should be a good game of him growing up.
Yeah.
Like being a baby, right? Start as Clark the baby.
And you have a real life chance of killing your parents all the time.
Right. And you try not to because you love them.
Yeah, I'm into that.
And you're a baby. Right. That's right? That would be cool. And then eventually at the end of the game, you become a teenager. I'm trying to make a sequel.
I know it's technically our end time, but I got a couple of hills I would die on for you that I want to know your opinion on.
Please and thank you. Ask the question.
All right. Well, the first one is a age old one that we gotta do. Toilet paper goes over, not under, ever.
Yeah, agreed.
All right, good.
But not
we're not cavemen.
So wait a second. Never.
There's no reason to have it go under.
I'm not going to judge a person for having under toilet paper. I don't really care about that kind of stuff. But it is annoying to pull an under and then it like gets stuck sometimes.
You go to rip it off and it just pulls the whole.
Oh, pain in my ass. That's the opposite. You know, that's both scenarios suck. So I understand why we got to go over. I don't even do my toilet paper roll is, you know, the hook that's supposed to hold it is right in front of me, and it is old and painted over. So I don't use it. I just have the toilet paper roll sitting at the side of the fucking tub.
Yep, same. Yeah,
chilling.
If when I do have it, it's definitely gonna be over, but most of the time it's just chilling on the surface.
What I would like is a little wooden furniture that I can keep there, right? So like kind of like fold down, and I can put my tablet on it and keep my I can read, and then I can like charge the stuff on it. But like the problem is my bathroom has no fucking electricity in it except for the lights. Pain in my ass.
All right,
What's
hill
the other
number
questions?
2. Hill number 2. Pop is a sound, not a beverage.
No, it's a beverage. There's people in certain places that say pop.
No,
but I do agree with
pop
you.
is totally a sound, not a beverage. That shit's soda.
I get you. I like it. I like it. It's very disrespectful to a certain group of people, and
like I
that's
said, these
fun.
are all little hills that people will die on.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I like this segment.
Yeah. So like that's the whole point, is that these are stupid things that people are like, nah, dude, this is the way.
Hilarious.
And I'm definitely a pop is a sound, not a beverage kind of person.
Right? Yeah. Who the fuck says, "Hey man, you want to get a pop"?
All right, this
like,
next
are you
one.
gonna blow old men in the forest? Because if that's it, no. But if you're gonna get a soda, yes. Because I've never had a pop before. I've always had sodas.
This next one I feel deep inside because I grew up in Pittsburgh. Heinz is the only brand of ketchup that restaurants should carry.
There's another brand.
My man. All right.
Wait, other people make ketchup?
I know, right? Dude, I feel so wrong.
They doing?
I feel so wrong every time I look in my fridge and it's not Heinz. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, we're broke. I'm like, you buy Heinz.
Yeah, we're not that broke. What the fuck? What are you saying right now?
Yeah.
A Filipino right now has Heinz right in his fridge. his makeshift fridge from different parts of coolers. You know, there's Heinz in there.
This next one I didn't even know was a thing. Okay. Scrooge was actually visited by 4 ghosts in A Christmas Carol. Yes, he was. Is there any contention to that? Like, what? I'll die on that hill all day. There's no way people say 3 and then when you tell them 4, they don't go, oh yeah. You're telling me somebody will argue you till they're purple in the face that Marley doesn't count? Because that's unbelievable. All right, this next one's going to be like I don't really think about it. The T in often is silent.
I heard you pronounce it.
Well, it's because I chose to, but everybody just says often.
No, yeah, often.
Yeah, I do that pretty often.
No.
They don't say I do that often.
Yeah, I don't. I say often.
How often do you say often instead of often?
Every time.
I think it's just constantly. Like a little bit of Southern in you if you say often instead of often.
Yeah, if you're like, if somebody could, people from the South will go like, I will often get the catfish out there. And it's like, all right, I'm in it. How often you getting the catfish? It's like, you know what? I just had some this week.
Exactly.
I'm fair to get some more. And it's like, all right.
Oh no, I'm fixing.
All right. And guess what? I'm gonna go have some of that catfish. Yeah, he's like, I'm fixing to try it probably today. You folks should probably drive me. It's like, all right, we've had enough of you. But I am gonna try that catfish. Good advice.
On that note, that was my last hill. So that's 2 fats.
That's
in a sec. That's 2 fats in a sec.
2 fats in a sec.
Deuces. We'll see y'all next Monday.
Maybe.